ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these eyes ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no...
By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Watson on first down. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
The tackle made at the 47.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Tua. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now on 2nd and 13, Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks.
Watson.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. A shotgun snap for Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down.
Texans 1st down.
To throw is Watson. It's wearing the tight end with it. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Off of play action, it's Watson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. A give to Cook out of the gun. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On the counter, it's Henry. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
That catch good for only a couple.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Forced out to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
A big pickup there on the run. 35 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They run again on 1st down. Cook, a strong running. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost him. And shedding through the tackle.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Watson, off play action. He's airing it out for Williams. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
And this one is right down the middle. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 38, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Out of the gun, Watson. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
28-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 11. And now look at him go. The 30, 10, and they will score a pick-6 for the Texans TD.
Cairo Santos lining up for the extra point.
So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the pick-6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 38, 20, 10, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Cairo Santos lining up for the extra.
So now 2 pick 6s that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. Oh, he doesn't quite make it down at the 1-yard line. As close as he could possibly get, but still, what a return. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point attempt here still to come. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7.
Makes the score Texans 20, Titans 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. Open man, it's Preston Williams. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Texans.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
The Texans.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. 2nd and 10. Watson looks to throw again. And this is caught at the 8. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation...
And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off at his own 47. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, one-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Number
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down, Tua. Buying time to his left. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he gets it down to the 32. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Tua now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1.
Short of the goal line.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and
here's Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th and
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Steps away. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. extra point forthcoming. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14.
Makes the score Texans 27.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They run it again with Cook. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
3rd and long. It's Watson. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
19 yards. 1st down, Houston.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Caught left side, Williams. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Preston Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Texans 34. Titans 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Titans. Justin Jefferson, 82 yards. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the 2nd half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage. Put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Looking to throw on second down. Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
That's good.
He got 29 yards that time. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Here's Tua. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Tua going to throw. This is caught. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now.
Just shy of the goal line. A big gain.
They'll run on 3rd down with Falk. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again.
Makes the score.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter.
With the score, Texans 34, Titans 27.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Watson, he's letting it fly for Cooks. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd and short.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Third and 2, Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks.
Watson.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. First down Texans, Watson hooking up with Cooks. Now a run with Cook. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Again, it's Cook. And he'll get this up to about the 40. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Faking the give. Now Watson. Completes it out left to Waring. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dalvin Cook hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans will extend their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped him to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons, never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12.
Third down.
To throw is Watson. Throwing on 3rd and long. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Now with that interception, you feel like we've got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. On play action, here's Tua out to his left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Justin Reed. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play there out of Cook, and even 80 yards. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Amani Hooker. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been in the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 41, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
36-yard line.
No. Me. Right there. 54, right there. 54.
After the interception, here's Watson being chased out left. It's Waring the tight end with it. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Give him 32 on the play. They'll run with Cook. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
The score, Texans 48, Titans 27.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. There he goes left side. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Now the point after try for Santos. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Texans 55, Titans 27. Cairo Santos set to
now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happening.
And now here is another interception. Picked picked off inside the 10.
Today's final.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been bought in this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the little go miss? Her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna